All right, now we're on. All right, finally. Sorry, folks. These early morning ones are just killing me. I'm sorry.
Good morning. Welcome to the Aspen Ice Garden in, how would you call this, downtown Aspen?
I would call this downtown Aspen.
So this is the older rink, if you couldn't tell. We're about 55 seconds from puck drop. To get you up to date on what's happening here, you are looking end to end, I'd call this, right?
Yep, and not a lot of great places to film here.
This is the spot we're filming, so this is the spot you're watching. Arapahoe and Littleton. If you guys were with us last week, you remember how that one went, so we're looking for different results this morning. This is the rivalry.
And I'm going to have to zoom in and out a lot, so if it gets a little jostly to the folks at home, I'm sorry. There's just not a lot of great filming spots in this rink.
So the Aspen Fall Kickoff has 2 games in the book so far for Arapahoe, 2 games for Littleton. Both wins. Both teams come in 2-0. Littleton coming off very impressive victories. 12-0 win over Vale, 5-0 win, and now I don't remember who the second. NOCO.
Yep.
Arapahoe, of course, with 2 victories, tight 4-3 win over the DU Junior Pioneers, and a very convincing victory, 8-0. Could have been a lot more, right?
Could have been a lot more.
Against Aspen yesterday. First period was outstanding. Third period was outstanding. Little flat in the second, to be expected. Regardless, this is the big matchup. I would say there's a good chance that you could see this matchup again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Got the Hawks right in front of us making too much noise. That's probably what you'll hear on the broadcast. But the good news is the Warriors will shoot here twice, right?
Yeah, that is nice.
So
you will get a little better view of us scoring.
Yep.
Let's hope.
So we're hoping for better results than last week. The way the kids look, there was no hangover from the game against Littleton. Kids look good. Maybe a little bit the slow start against DU.
Yeah.
But team really came together and played well, and it's been nice to have Isan back too. He missed that DU game and one game for getting a little feisty in the Arvada game.
Which I did not mind, and I didn't think that deserved a suspension, but
no,
I don't run the league, so.
Team sure enjoyed having him back. So teams are huddling up here. Ref blows the whistle. We're just about ready to go. We'll get you the particulars here in a second. That's definitely Brian in goal. Brian Wang, number 31 for Arapahoe. Dotson's line's going to start, and rightfully so, man. They were on fire yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So Kono on left wing, as I'm looking at it backwards, I want to say right wing. Kono's on left wing. Schroeder on right wing, of course. Clark and Haggard at the defenseman, and we're underway. Kono comes out, and it's still, we're just going to bounce around in the neutral zone. Littleton's able to gain the zone, and Haggard's going to chase, and Chuck isn't able to find Schroeder, but Kono comes around with it. Arapahoe's out and looking to pass early, which is a good sign. Puck squirts down here onto the curling circle. For those of you not familiar with the Aspen Ice Garden, it also doubles as a curling rink.
Yeah, you were admiring those stones earlier.
I was. The Minnesotan in me was checking out. Both Soren's dad and I were thinking, man, we should do some curling. No icing there, dumped in, and we're going to get chase here from Webster right down in front of us. Hopefully you guys can see that at home. And Littleton just passes out, and per Littleton, they pass great. And what a great pass there through the slot. Thankfully, that did not connect. So Littleton still back there setting up shop. Fires out in front of the net, and we need to pick that off. Man, here we go. Looks like Vieira coming out of there. Yep. Vieira coming right at us. And must have been Webster offside.
Yep.
But it's nice to get out there. Nice to see Bryce out on the rush with the puck. Hopefully we see a lot more of that today. 2 minutes into the game, we're dropping puck here just outside of our zone. And Littleton takes off the other way. We don't want to shut that down. Here goes Webster kicking out, and a little bounce out there by Ober, but... So Ober fires out, and I'll try to get number on him. Who scored the goal? Littleton scored, so that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
1-0 early. Hawks. That was McLaughlin for Littleton.
I think that'd be one way Brian would like to get back.
Yeah, he's sure would. I think Paxton would like to have that back too. Let's turn and look as defenseman. He turned and fired, and it basically just teed it right up from McLaughlin, and he let one go from almost the blue line. So, gotta see what we're made of here. Arapahoe's gonna have to fight. We knew this coming in. Littleton is tough, and we're gonna take some punches. So let's go. Let's swing back.
Yep, let's swing back.
Fired along by Moen and just kind of kicks right back out. Forward not on, and Brian's gonna squeeze that one. All right, we're gonna set up shop here in between the curling circles. We're gonna switch sides, and so
Yeah, the
Isan in there now. Stewie feeling no effects from banging into the boards, or is he?
He is. He woke up a little sore this morning, but he loosened up. He said he felt better.
Good. Here we go. Oh man, here we go. I got a little excited there. Brexton had the puck on his stick, just about busted out of there, and here he's gonna try again. That's Isan. Isan and Brexton. There we go. Isan's coming out, and he's giving chase. Takes a little bump there, and Littleton's able to clear it out. Little bit of a line change there. Dotson and Kono get in. Isan's still in with them at center. And here he comes. Don't just choke. Dang it. That's going to be an icing on Isan. At least he'll get to do a shift change. But that's what I was looking at yesterday. I sure wish Arapahoe, I hope they get better at this soon. They're throwing the puck out and they're icing it a lot.
Yep. They get a little bit more finesse on those.
Yeah,
With practice.
I'd like to see a better bank. And really right there, Isan had a lot of room. And I know it's the end of his shift, but I'd like to see him skate with it if he could. As I say that, Kono busts out with one. He's still got it on his stick. Elvis looks to be offsides.
Ooh.
Kind of misread. Kono had that puck bounce off a defenseman's skate and looked like Elvis jumped over the line first. Him and Kono have been switching right and left wing, so it's interesting to me to watch. I don't know what their system is, but it doesn't matter. They got it figured out. One plays left. One plays left, one plays right. They both want to play right from what I gather, which is interesting because Kono's a righty and Elvis is a lefty. And oh, goodness. As I say that, Littleton just fired one at the net, and I thought it was in there for a second, as they're on the far side. Another shot on goal. Our forwards half. That one's on goal. That one looked like a terrible bounce, and Brian's in dismay because that one just bounced right over his pads. I don't know who got that one, and I'm not going to pretend to care who scored at this point. Vieira's line's in. Webster with him. Webster's over on right wing, and he dumps down. So now we got to give chase. So right there is where Vieira and Over really got to go. This is Sosnowski right in front of us firing out and off Haggard's stick. There you go. Haggard back out of the blue line. That's offsides on Littleton. Okay.
All right.
I like that play there by Haggard.
We need to get in this game here.
Yep. 7:35 to go in the first. 2-0 Hawks. And Arapahoe is able to get her back into the neutral zone, and Littleton just passes crisply and fires back down. There we go.
Oh,
Vieira's battling out there. Backhand that out, Bryce. Nope. That's going to be an icing there on Haggard. So we'll go back down and set up shop again. It crossed my mind to start keeping track of the icings, but I don't know.
There'd be a lot of them. Hopefully, you better do them in the hash marks and not count them in your head. You might get a little confused.
I want to say that's 3 on us, and I don't know if they have one, and I don't want to speculate anymore. It's something that I'd really like to see them get better at. So Littleton, defender there, walked around and dumped it down. Just a great play, and Littleton is where they're supposed to be to chase the puck, which is such a big advantage. Stewie breaks out and gets her out of the zone. Now he's going to have to give chase, and picks it back up, tries to dump it down. Stay with it, Stewie. Here we go. Back behind the net. Isan's going to have to cut him off, and he does. Great play there, Isan. Man, they have us outnumbered at every turn, though.
Yep. They're playing great positional hockey.
This will be an icing on Littleton if it reaches the line. And I think the Arapahoe bench yesterday, remember we heard them yelling, let it go.
Yeah.
And we actually played one different scenario there. We were up by a lot. So everybody change. And we're going to come down here and set up shop in a lot. I like setting it up here.
Yeah, let's keep it right here.
Will it
much
on the
better
draw.
view.
Yeah, much better view for us. We should play the whole game down here. Brexton keeps it in.
Ooh.
Elvis swings and misses.
Littleton
There you go.
swings and misses.
Dang it. Let's keep that on. And it just squirts off. So I don't know if I would have liked to see him try to play that better. I don't know if Elvis is going to. It's not like he's going to get an Ovechkin one-timer from there, so might as well try to catch it with the feet and then play the puck. But easier said than done because Lord knows Dad couldn't do it. Hubbard sees his first action of the game. So Ryder Hubbard with the save right in front of us. Kono got one attempted, and watch this face-off here. Elvis is going to back up, and he'll have his stick ready because Dotson wins these face-offs a lot. Dotson wins again, but Sturr steps in front, and Elvis is not able to get what he's looking for. Puck's off the linesman there. Come on, Kono, win it. Nope. Logan busts out and Littleton busts out, and they know where they're going with the puck. And Logan just fires it and finds his guy, and now Littleton's setting up again. Here we go. Elvis chased that puck, and it goes right between his feet. Battled on the boards again. We're down behind the net. Littleton's got a guy setting up front. We might get a penalty on Littleton.
I didn't see it. I'm still trying to zoom in and out here.
Honestly, the way that the matchup's gone between us and them thus far, I'd like to see us just play 5-on-4 the entire game against them and see.
Yeah.
I think that's what we might need at this point. So, really be nice to see Arapahoe take advantage of this. Minute 30 on the penalty. Not sure who it was on. Can even throws the puck out, and did you notice how he did not ice it? He just threw it out softly into the Arapahoe zone.
Into the ether.
And we turn around and just throw the puck to nobody. So, frustrating play so far. And Thomas tries the home run swing and goes down for his efforts. And now Moen comes out. Here we go. The puck's out of the zone. We got to give chase, though. We're offsides.
The dive back just.
So we got running clock, but not running penalties. So that's a little different than how it goes. Something like summer, both clocks will run. League, I've seen both clocks run. You're kind of usually at the mercy of the mom that's in the box. At a tournament like this, though, it's not Elvis's mom running the clock. Not that I don't want to say anything negative about her. She actually runs a really good clock. But there's been some times where there's some first-timers in that clock box.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jack, you got to chase that. We got to go. Ryder just nudges it off to the side. Ober gets in front of a puck. Got to see a lot more of that from Arapahoe. 23 seconds to go on the power play, and Littleton is skating into our zone. Not where we want the puck.
Not on a power play.
Nope. Pass out front that's fortunately intercepted. McGrady does get it out of the zone, which is good. Come on, Isan. Puck's going to find Hubbard.
Nobody
kind of
attacking.
weakly. There we go. Isan goes down. So does Stewie. That's not going to work out great for us. And it's in the back of the net. Trying to see if that was Sosnowski. Yep. 55, Mark Sosnowski with the goal there. Kind of went coast to coast. Really hard kid not to like. He has played with both my sons in different tournaments, and just a great kid. I wish he would stop scoring on us, though.
Well, being the crosstown rival, you kind of get to know that team pretty well.
Okay, right here in front of us, Cooper came around the back of the net with the puck, and I heard Logan yelling, "Everett, Everett," and that must be Cooper's first name. And he found him cleanly. And I've been on the bench against Littleton 4 times last year, Littleton Black, and we lost all 4 games, and we were a state tournament team. So we were a very solid team, and they beat us. I don't know if we ever really honestly felt like we were going to win any of those 4 games. They were all 5-1 or better. And I can tell you that in every game, they pass like it's their job. And it's frustrating.
Yeah, yep.
And as I say that, they put another one in the back of the net. I'll try to get a number for you. I don't know if that was... Kaiser's line came off. It might have been Wells Kaiser. Hard for me to catch. Littleton wears the white numbers on the white jerseys. Not a fan of that. Valor Football wears that.
Yeah.
And if you're a Valor fan at home, I apologize, but I don't care for it.
You see some NHL teams do it. Like I think Buffalo has a jersey that's similar, and it gets confusing.
What did the Bills wear? I didn't get to watch most of the game, but the Bills wore some new white on white or white. They had white helmets with white logos.
I'm not a fan of that.
No.
When they're all one color, the Broncos do that too, all orange, and you're like, or all blue. Gets a little obnoxious.
We grew up. We have Minnesota ties, and wife's born there, and we grew up there. And the Vikings, we follow them, and they wear a jersey they call the iced out jerseys. Now the jerseys are great. They're white and have the purple numbers, but the helmets are white with white horns.
Oh man!
And it's such a miss, in my opinion. You could put the purple horns on the white helmet, and they have the chrome face masks. They're supposed to replicate like being out in the ice and the snow,
right?
Minnesota, right? And it's just such a miss. I'm sure if we had Soren's dad close, he would agree with me. Another Minnesotan. Soren's parents just moved here in August, I found out talking to them. Came from the Sartell area, which is just outside St. Cloud, so they're big St. Cloud Huskies fans, and they have 2 kids going to NDSU, Bison, and of course they're Vikings fans.
I don't mind if you're a Vikings fan. That's NFC. You just can't be a Raiders or Chiefs fan. That's it. That's my only rule.
They also, I noticed Soren one day at practice had some socks on that were red, green, and white. And I told him, and I didn't even have to ask him what they represented. I said, Soren, no Minnesota Wild Sox here on our ice. All right, second period's underway. Scores 4-0. Bad guys. 6 shots to 1 for the Hawks. puck starts down in their zone. Elvis gets a shot on goal, and I just got to clap there because that's an actual shot on goal.
That's kind of a win. Yeah, and that was a good shot. Let's keep them coming. We're not out of this.
Not the,
a goal gets us in this game.
Right. And got to score earlier. Last time we didn't score till the third. Elvis fires at the net again. So just keep doing that for a while, Elvis.
Yep.
We've got 3 shots on goal. Elvis has 2 in the last 20 seconds. So we'll take that. He's holding a guy off. I don't know why he did that. And we dodged a little bit of a bullet there. Right in front of us, Willett put a great move on and went down. Of course, he tripped on his own. I don't think we had anything to do with that. Amareller is actually in now for Arapahoe. I forgot to update you on the goalie change. But as we're in front of us, you can see Henry right down there. And he gets his first action of the game. So we're setting up here in our zone, and we want to try to knock that out. There's a perfect play by Jack Webster. Now if you can win that puck race. And that really right there sums up what the game is like for Arapahoe and Littleton. We have to win the 50-50 battles.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to outplay them physically, whereas they just pass around us.
They just pass around us.
Little action here down in front of us. McGrady bangs it off the boards. Ober and... that's Charlie Bennett. Ober and Bennett battle for a puck, and Vera comes down right in front of us and throws it, and Webster's going to have to win that, and Jack, you got to win that. No, we're coming back down. There we go.
There
Jack
you go.
bangs it off.
That's a good chip, too. No icing.
The chip and chase doesn't work as good without the chase, though.
Without the chase.
Here we go. Ober gave chase and caused the guy to turn around, and see, that's what happens right there. Once you chase, you cause a little chaos, and now we can get set up. Isan, get a shot. Isan fires one towards the net, and Littleton is able to knock that away, but I like the looks of that. As I say that, here they come. Good play by McGrady. Poke check there. Man, what a play. I know that puck was knocked away, but did you see Logan protect that puck and go to his backhand side?
Yep. That's hockey IQ right there.
Right.
Nope, no icing there.
So I got a fun debate with you. There's a lot of Arapahoe parents, and we talk to a lot, as you know, from having 2. Is you only 2 in hockey?
Yeah,
okay.
2.
Okay, so we have 2 in hockey as well, and we've been around the block. A lot of Arapahoe parents don't have nice things to say about Hull hockey, which of course is affiliated with Littleton. I love when my boys say that.
I think he's an incredible coach. He's a great guy.
Right. And I won't name on broadcast, but I can name a couple parents that will say other things. But here we go. Here's Brexton Bednarchik on the outlet. We're going to get a good shot on goal. And he is denied by Hubbard. Really a great move by Brexton. Good save there by Hubbard. Good play all around. And unfortunately for us, man.
Just couldn't juke him out. That was a great play.
Brexton is super fast. And you don't see defensemen out in front of the rush very often, but he was on it. You could see that coming from our blue line.
Oh, yeah.
Got
With
out
a game
there,
like
tried to
this,
move.
though, they got to engage, especially 4-0.
Yep. Elvis had the puck on his stick, and look at him go set up shop on the left side. So he's left wing now, and Kono's right. And no rhyme or reason why, but dang it, we're not able to keep the puck in the zone, and Clark's on an island back here, but no, here comes his buddy Haggard. So Haggard's going to have to give chase, and Clark's setting up. So right here, you got both defensemen in front of the net. And that's why the puck ends up on the goalie.
Exactly.
So when that happens at home, folks, you know.
Yep. You don't want both defensemen on one guy.
Right. So when the puck crosses the face of the goalie, you have to switch.
Yep.
And that's tough.
And they got to communicate. They got to say, hey, that's your guy, or I'm taking this guy.
Yep. House. That's the magic word. Okay, it looks like Elvis. No, that's tipped. Chase then. The puck is tipped, so it's not going to be icing. So we got to chase. Kono tries, and the Littleton guy spins out. Hopefully Elliott can knock that. He does. And he does again. Good job, Elliott. And now there's Kono for some little assistance. Again, Elliott. No, and it squirts out. Haggard gives chase and knocks it around. Now somebody's got to get to the house. Okay, there goes Elliott to the house. Haggard's going to chase. Elliott stay home. Haggard fights with Willett along the boards. Dotson chips, but not quite out. Good battle by Dotson over there. Haggard's got to give chase again. I bet he's tired. And that puck doesn't find anybody, thankfully. Elvis is going to have to chase. Chase that. Man, that backhand pass is dangerous from Littleton, but they got away with it. Puck is chipped out. And here we go.
He was waving off the offsides.
I don't know if Vera understood.
Yep.
As Sean was pointing, he's like, I think Vera was good.
Yep, he was waving him good on the offsides, but I thought he was offsides too. So.
Yep. Okay, Ober tried backhanding one out there, and he kind of backhanded it right back to the Littleton guys. So now they're set up down here again. Puck finds the front, but Webster's able to knock it out of there. So not really where I want Webster to have to be. As Littleton just kind of throws one at the net, and Amarillo is able to. I think Amarillo could play shortstop.
Oh, yeah. Second base, shorty.
Yeah, that was just a really nice glove scoop off the ice, and I gotta say, he just made it very casual. All right, Littleton again out in front, and here we go. Bryce kicks out to, oh man, Bednarczyk, and he goes down hard, but it was a great looking play, and Bednarczyk was not able to keep his feet. Okay, here comes Brexton again, really active today. Gonna have to stay home now, Brexton. Puck's kicked off by Amarillo. Great save there by Henry. Puck's chipped by Ober, and that's out. Webster picks up in the open ice, and he's got some speed. Can he get back to the puck? There's the puck in the crease. Oh man.
I like how we're playing in the second period.
Yep. Come out a lot better. First 6 minutes of the period, a lot better for Arapahoe here. Back check by Bryce Vieira there, and here we go. Great play by Isan. Isan's got a breakaway. Put it in the net, Isan. Nice save by Hubbard.
We are getting our chances here. We are getting our chances.
Great play there. Great outlet to Bazorgpour, and you're not going to catch him if he's in the open ice.
Yep.
So he gets a one-on-one. Hubbard makes a good glove save, and I got to tell you, the glove from our vantage point looked outside, like Isan might have missed. And as I say that, the face-off draw goes right through the crease. Here, man, that was so close. It looked like Isan was going to get another attempt there. Hold that line. Yup, good play there by Clark. I'm actually looking, I was going to say, I know that Hubbard's dad's down here, and he was our beer league goalie. And I was going to give him the thumbs up, even though they're the enemy. And he is right over here. So, of course, he's sitting behind the goalie.
Oh, you can't just turn in a little bit of puck panic there.
So that was Evans offside there. Not that it matters who. Arapahoe's called offside, so we're going to drop puck outside the Arapahoe zone. Dotson's line's back on, Kono and Schroeder. McGrady and Clark, the defenseman. It's 9-6 here in the second period.
To be honest, I felt like we've been the better team the second period.
Kono just drives right down, isn't able to get a clean shot, but he gets a rebound down there, and that's where we want to play. Dang it, puck squirts out, going to be offsides again. Elvis is going to have to get the giddy up. And see, that's why he's able to stay on. I used to tell him all the time, if you don't want to be short shifted, don't be offsides. It's a pretty simple rule for 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
I know Coach Mike's probably listening at home. He was on the bench with us last year, and he knows that rule. We had a lot of them like that. Matter of fact, we had one yesterday come up that I bet he would laugh at. We had 2 or 3 times yesterday, I bet you remember, where we were skating, our guy was skating it out of our defensive zone and had guys comfortably ahead of him, wide open, and our defenseman didn't make the pass. And we, in Pueblo last year, I think it was probably Mike's rule, we made him start doing push-ups on the bench. It was only 5, but...
Hey, anything to get it instilled in him.
Elvis tries pitchfork in there. Mike will laugh at this one too. I hate the backhand.
Oh, God.
Turn around on your forehand and play that puck strongly to the net. Speaking of backhands, Kono tries one from the side and gets absolutely nothing on it because he's 10 years old and backhand's not your friend. Catch a break there. Emerson tried just turning around and fire one and hit Littleton in the shins, which didn't allow him to get onside. 2:39 left to play here in the second period. 4-0 Hawks still. We've settled in, and as I say that, I looked like Over was going to get a breakout, and that's going to be offsides again. Kind of a replay of the last one there. All right, what's your take on the game? What are we going to have to do to get one in the net?
You know, we're getting our opportunities. They just got to find the back.
Little battle down here as Bennett and McGrady were playing for the puck. Bennett went down, as often is the case when you get around McGrady, and now McGrady goes down. Got to get up, Tommy. Oh, man. That side-to-side pass could work out well for Arapahoe one of these times. Sosnowski comes down here and tries playing it in front. He finds Knieven, and now Vieira's got the puck, and he's going to skate out of there with it. And he's going to get chased down by Bennett. Nope, Bryce. Dang. Bryce gets it knocked away from behind. We got to hold the line here. McGrady hits somebody. Man, Littleton is good at that too. They will turn around and just take the puck in the posterior. But Sosnowski's offsides here as they come back. As I'm looking over at Hubbard's dad, I finally caused attention and gave him the international glove save and a beauty sign, and he laughed. I'm not happy with it though, but Ryder Hubbard, the Littleton goalie, his dad, Nick, is a great dude. So battled along here. Clark's going to kick it into someone's skates. Out of the zone, Isan is fighting for it there, and Isan picks back up and fires it down to the left side of the net. Stewie's giving chase. He fires it at the net, and Hubbard's going to cover. And that counts as a shot on goal for us. So 10-7 in shots, and we're living on their end. I think that'll run out the rest of the second period, or close to. Amariller's right in front of us trying to stay warm. All right, puck's squirting around feet. Everybody's bunching up, and that comes out. Elliott can just turn and chuck it.
That's going to kill the period there.
Yep. No reason to give chase.
Yeah.
Second period's in the books. Stewie and Kaiser getting to know each other there at the blue line. They met each other before?
Yeah. We know half the Littleton team.
Right.
If Liam doesn't go to school with him, he knows him from around the rink. So
of course. Well, if I didn't mention before today, I mentioned on the last broadcast, of course, Wells was arguably, or probably not even arguably, the top skater in 8U Arapahoe hockey last year. They don't keep score, as we know, but he scored all the time. And sad to see him go to Littleton.
you make your bed, you sleep in it.
Right. I don't think they, as far as I know, I don't know if they let you come back. And
technically you're allowed to, but it's rare. It's got to be like I moved, you know, and I have no other choice.
Right.
Other than that, no, they generally don't let you come back.
Well, I know we talked to some parents that have gone. The Littleton AA 10U goalie this year was the Arapahoe A Navy goalie last year, Finn Geyser, and they won state. And sad to see him go to Littleton. And I know a few of the things they said about it, but I don't understand why you want to leave your friends. His brother's still in Arapahoe, so that's an interesting dinner table.
I see that from time to time too.
All right, here we go. Brexton, get a shot. Bang, off the head. Brexton gets one down there, and oh man! And you see how Littleton kicks that out, and now they're on the rush. We're gonna need a save there. And off
we go.
Amareller's glove over the net, which from this vantage point, I wasn't positive that was going over the net. But it did, and that's great. All right, Arapahoe dodges a little bit of a bullet there, but here we go. Ripped off the post.
Off the post. Goalie's best friend right there.
So Elvis got to win a puck. Somebody's got to step up and start winning some puck battles here, because there's two Littleton dudes by the net and one defenseman.
All three wide open.
Elijah will battle, but Elvis is, see, the Littleton player stepped in front of him. This is going to hit.
Oh.
They didn't call it icing. They should have. It did not hit the goalie.
No.
And that's fine, but this is definitely icing.
Yep, that should have been icing, but.
Did you see what happened there when we won the puck battle and it was kicked out where Elvis was posting up on the board? The Littleton player is reading that and just stepping in front of them.
Right.
Because it's basically hockey 101. Forward, get on the board, wait for the puck. Well, it doesn't matter if the puck doesn't make it to you. So Bennett on the draw right in front with Vieira. And we're going to get, shot towards the goal. Goes off to the right side of Hubbard.
Oh, that's good shit.
There we go, Tommy, you got to skate. McGrady skates back, and that puck finds the front of the net, finds Amareller for one save. Amareller might have been a second save. I mean, he definitely sprawled. Littleton had another there, fired, and man, somebody pick him up. Puck goes right in front of the net, kicked out, nobody's chasing.
Ooh, great save.
All five of our guys are standing
right in
one
the middle.
corner. There goes Clark. Okay. Great on Clark there for getting out. Now McGrady. Now both of our defensemen are out. And holy cow. There we go. Vieira chips the puck out, and man, a little relief temporarily as it just goes right back.
Little reprieve, but right back in.
McGrady's skating out with it. And did that puck escape? It did not. And little stick handling there. I don't love that. Turn and shuck. I don't love that. Man. There we go. That's going to be icing. Okay. Little disjointed there.
Little bit. Last couple minutes, they've gone the way we looked in the first period. We need to get back to how we were playing in the second here.
Yeah, there was a few plays, and the kids are definitely competing.
Oh, yeah.
And we seen a play there where we tried to stick handle out of our own zone. And as much trouble as we have getting out of the zone, you just want to see it passed or chipped. And then the next kid just turned and chucked it without looking, and it found some Littleton skates. And see right there.
Unlike that play.
There we go. Isan out in the open ice. Nice little move to get by the first guy. Polk checked away. Isan, gather yourself. Haggard if he can win that, and he does not, but Isan there to back check. Man, good rush out there by Isan, but see right there, that's where Littleton would have passed that puck after they get by the first guy. And we're not quite doing that yet. We're kind of relying on our speed, and it's not
panning out.
Yeah, it's not panning out for us. So Stewie, turn and look. All right, keep fighting down there. Get that out. Yep, that puck finds its way out, and that's going to be icing, offsides. Okay, don't mind that as we get a wholesale change. Elijah, Sebastian, and Elvis back on at the
Oh, they're
forwards.
calling intentional on that.
We'll take it.
And we're not even doing the hybrid intentional. They're bringing it all the way back.
Elijah and Willett, watch Elvis will back up here. Oh, Elijah did not win the draw. Kono gets one towards the net, but Cooper's able to pick that off. Kono again. Elvis better set up shop. Keep that in. Oh, and it squirts out. Now Clark has to give chase, and he turns. Cross ice gets a little fortunate there that when he turned and threw that across ice that it didn't lead to a breakout. So we got offsides on Littleton there, so we're going to have a face-off right here outside their zone. Kono's able to bust through it there temporarily. Brexton, a little move around the guy, and Littleton bangs into the zone. And now Littleton's going to get a shot on goal again. Nope.
Ooh.
Did not call a trip on us there. Elvis, play that puck and move it. There you go. Elvis plays the puck out, moves it to Kono. Kono passed that puck. Little battle with Dotson and Logan here, and there's a intentional slash on Logan. Unfortunately not called, but Dotson will do that to you. He gets under skin.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta come up and support there.
Dang it. Arapahoe had a chance there to play it. Now fired in from the left wing there on Amareller, and he's able to pretty easily smother that. So they've doubled us up in shots now, 14-7. But the way it started, I mean, it was 5 shots to nothing in the first minute. That's not true, but
Yeah.
so face-off down here by our goalie. Vieira slides out, and see, that's just a pass to the defenseman now. So, I mean, I like that he won the draw, but he just turns and slides it to no one in particular, and that's something we'll get better at as the season goes on. Oof. Amareller plays one. This puck finds its way out of the zone. Webster gives chase, and the Littleton player is able to turn around and spin it away from him. They come down, nice pass. Watch, he'll pass in front. And that puck's in the net. The passing has foiled us again. Maybe it was Sosnowski that scored. He definitely had the puck on his stick down there on the left. And I knew he would try to pass it. It might have been one where he banged it off the pads and someone chipped it in. Makes no difference who scored for them. It's 5-0 Hawks, and they're bringing it right back into our zone. Defenseman picks up, fires it down, and that shot's at Henry again. That shot's laying in the crease. Just fire it anywhere outside. There we go. And Haggard fires, ref goes down. Shouldn't have been standing there. All right, McGrady on the boards. 2 guys go down. Stop me if you've heard that before.
Yeah.
Here we go. Webster gives chase. McLaughlin is able to calmly play that puck, turn around, and fire it back out. Offsides on Littleton. We'll get another change. 6:48 to go here in the third period. Now the clock's running as it's 5-0.
5-0.
So Littleton so far is sitting on 22-0 at this point in the tournament.
Yeah, they've yet to give up a goal.
No goals allowed. Scoring plenty. The goal differential between us and them coming in, though, wasn't that much different because this tournament only gives you a 5-goal.
Yeah, they cap it.
Yes, so with our 1-goal and 8-goal wins, we were sitting close to the same. That makes no difference there. What's going to matter, though, is if we're not able to come back here and get the 6 goals we need. Here we go. We got a shot towards Hubbard, kicked off to the side, missing a stick. Go find your twig, Stewie. Nice play there by Brexton to step in, but We're able to regather there. I think that's stir. So if we're not able to get the 6 we need here, we're going to have to beat Vale later and then do this song and dance again with Littleton.
Well, the thing is, we're going to have to...
There we go. We got a breakout. We got Isan coming right at us. Let's put it in the net. Great kick save by Hubbard. Let's keep it in the net. Keep it in the zone, I should say. We are not able to. Isan with his second breakout of the game. Tried 5-hole? Or do you think he missed shot?
No, he just missed shot.
Still got a 20 on it. But sometimes those are the ones that surprise him. Is this Isan again? Or Brexon? Come on, Brex. Brexon has it knocked away. And him and Logan get tied up. Here we go. Kono. A lot of action again. Kono right in front of us flips it. Here goes Isan at the net. Off of Hubbard. Good save by Hubbard. Way to keep the pads down. Go get that puck.
Try and keep it in.
Nice play there by Brexon. Fires. Dotson is able to deflect that to Hubbard. And Littleton's going to skate it out. I think Hubbard's seen the puck 4 or 5 times on that shift. And as I say that, it goes over our goalie. It was hard to keep up the action.
No, it was hard to film that too. It was over there. And
a lot of action there. The one big one that Ryder made was the one where he kept his pad down on the left side, our left side. And that one saved the goal for sure. Dotson had a nice tip on that play, which was just chaos. And as we say that, we got a little, just kind of scrumming along the boards. Elvis, you're going to have to skate with that? Nope, not able to pick it up. Sosnowski just dances around a dude and fortunately hits the net. Don't just chuck it here. Okay, here we go. We got a rush. Elvis is out in front. Brexon's coming. Brexon fires one behind the net. Sosnowski picks up and he's going to ice the puck, which at least we'll bring it back here. Okay, so the hot line from yesterday, Dotson, Kono, and Schroeder, was hot again today, but they mixed it up. They had Isan out there with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 19 shots to 13 shots in favor of Littleton. 5-0 on the scoreboard, 2:55 left to go on a running clock, and Vieira takes the draw right in front of us with Wells Kaiser. Bannon chips out, and the pass, man. Bannon chips right away to Ozkirko, and that's why Littleton is on the rush. Fortunately there, I think that's Webster steps in and chips one away. McGrady deflects, and this puck is deflected. Jack's going to have to chase.
No, they're going to call that.
We're going to call icing on this, unfortunately. And I think Webster just basically, in a little bit of exasperation, spins himself out. So if Hubbard's dad looks at me, I'll give him the kick save and the beauty international sign. But I'm sure he's proud today.
Well, to be honest, that's one hell of a goalie. He's great.
Yeah, I know he was Crevo last year. And here we go. We're going to get another breakaway if Ober can catch up. And he does. And he scores! Wouldn't you say, what did we say earlier about Isan kind of missing?
Yeah.
How would you describe that goal?
That one's hard to explain. That was a great shot. I love their hustle too. They are not giving up. They are still in this game in their mind.
Well, it looked to me like I think they just try to protect my feelings when I play like men's league, when they say the guys like me are hard to defend because the goalie has no idea what you're going to do. Because we don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be icing again. But what I can say there is I don't think Ober got on it what he wanted to.
Oh, no.
And I think that definitely surprised
Yep,
Hubbard.
he threw the changeup in on him. And
Yeah, I would say he was looking for something up top and something hot, and he got the 5-hole changeup. So Paxton over with the goal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he scored the only goal back at South Suburban.
I think he did, yes.
So
he's a Littleton killer.
Right. And puck finds Amarillo there for a second, I think. From this distance, it's hard to tell all the time. That one finds him and he smothers. Okay. Minute 10, clock stops because we're down to, it's now 5-1. Again, if Mike's listening at home, that 5-1 score probably haunts him like it haunts me. We lost 5-1 twice to Littleton in the Aspen tournament last year. Lost to him 5-1 in conference, and then we played him in the state tournament, and by that time I had went numb to Littleton. There we go. Isan with the little ice. There you go. Keep skating, Isan. Get around the corner. He does. Loses the puck temporarily. Chips it at the net, and Hubbard's just going to smother it there. And Stewie and Logan getting to know each other again. I tell you what, that's the third time that I've called Logan's name, so he's feisty. If Logan and Dotson were out on the break together, you could see a little bit escalation.
Yeah. And I don't know him, but probably the nicest kid, because Eli's the nicest kid.
Sticks on the ground. Littleton picks back up. 31 seconds to go. Zink skates out with it. He chips backhand across. Doesn't find anybody. And now Littleton picks up, and they're going to fire it in front of the net. Fortunately, we're able to cut that off. 16 seconds to go. Dang it. Elvis had a chance there to break away, but he just missed. Kono's. There we go. Elvis, you're going to have to skate with it. We got to get out of the zone now. Haggard's going to knock back in. 3 seconds to go, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Hey, small victories.
So, hey, Arapahoe scores the last goal of the game, and it was 4-0 mid first period, right?
Yeah.
So, forgive me if I don't remember, are there 12 minute, and then 14?
No, there was 14 minutes in the second. I remember that. So I don't know. Maybe they go 14, 14, 12.
So
they
the point of
the
it is
rules.
like, let's say it's 14. So that means the last 28 minutes of hockey were 1-1.
Right. And I kind of felt that way.
Right.
I felt it was a kind of a even game in the second and the third. The first, they outplayed us.
So in the first period, their scoring was mostly done about midway through. So if you add about 6 minutes to that 28 minutes, so I'm talking over 30 minutes of hockey, it was 1-1. And Isan with the breakaway. Isan with another breakaway. Brexon with a couple breakouts. Those could end up a lot different.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a couple things to really hang your hat on.
No. I'm pretty proud of them. They stuck with it. They had a sloppy first. You clean that up, and you're in this game. And I really like they did not get down on themselves. They kept playing. They played a full 48, 36 minutes.
Right.
Whatever it was.
Yeah. And we'll do some research and get. That's only our third game. Why would we know how many minutes are in a period?
Well, they tournament rules, and then you go to the next tournament, and they're completely different than this tournament.
So as I noticed, Elvis's circle grew a little bit there. Haggard and Clark joined him, and Vieira and Henry. Their little circle at the center. So giving thanks, and I'm proud of him.
Yes.
Here they come off the ice. I don't know if they went the wrong way. Haggard and Clark came off the ice the wrong way.
There's concrete there.
Can't get through because of the Zamboni, and now they got to come back out. So hopefully they don't get ran over by the Zamboni. I don't know where Clark's going. Doesn't matter. Final score is 5-1 here, Hawks. So that sets up a big one this afternoon.
It does. But the nice thing is, with that point, that gave us the head and the goal. Because right now, technically, we're tied with NOCO, but we have They lost 5-0. We lost 4-1.
Okay.
So that helps our cause. We're still firmly in second, but we don't
Absolutely.
have as much work to do as Noto does.
Well, the way it started, I mean, I would have bet you $10 in the first period that Littleton was going to get their 5-goal differential today.
Right.
So being 4-0 at 6 minutes to go in the first period, and to lose by 4 is, like we said, it's a moral victory. But I'm going to take it because these are 10-year-old kids, and we got to convince them you can play with them. And man, we beat that in, and that was my message to Elvis this morning. I sat with Elvis and Henry before the game, and I said, hey, let's just believe that we can play with these guys and then go have fun, because that's the number one thing. Don't ever lose sight of that. Have fun.
Youth hockey, have fun.
Right. But believe
if you're not
you can play
having
with them.
fun, you're not going to play well.
So unfortunately, it ends in a victory for Littleton. And I'll tell you what, if we beat Vale this afternoon and you get another shot at Littleton, it doesn't really matter who won this game. And
No.
all the demons could go away by winning a game at 2 o'clock tomorrow against Littleton. And I would imagine that'll be on the other ice. I don't know if that makes any difference, but my point is, this game makes no difference if you come out and beat Vale, and that's going to be the mission. So join us at 3:15.
3:15,
Yeah.
but we'll be back here. I'm going to scout out and see if maybe there's a little better spot. That was kind of, I'm sure some of the folks got seasick at home with the zooming in and zooming out. And
I don't mind the view.
No,
of
the
game.
view.
I would encourage some feedback from those of you at home. What did you think of the end-to-end view? It's probably not. It's definitely not the Lewis Ice Arena view. That's for sure. It's a great setup there.
Oh no, it's me standing here. I think it's amazing. You at home, probably not so much.
Probably not. The only thing I ever got confused is one time I looked at the far clock because it has the time of day on it, and I almost said that as the game
Oh,
clock.
there's 7:38 left.
Yes. So,
All right.
other than that, but
Yep. 3
that's
o'clock, right? 3:15.
3:15,
Right
same
back here.
arena, at the curling arena, and we tip off against the Vale. Are they the Mountaineers?
They are the Mountaineers.
Okay. They have really nice uniforms
Oh
too.
no, I have always liked their uniforms.
So join us at 3:15 if you can.